What's up going on, guys? Welcome back to Coffee and Credits on the Salesmen After Hours channel. And guys, I'm gonna need you to look up for me.
What the fuck? Is that a bird?
No.
It's a ceiling.
No. Well, maybe.
Come on,
maybe.
it's a plane.
Well,
Oh, it's a plane.
no.
No, I see it now. It's kind of a plane. No, it kind of
No.
looks like a plane. I see
No.
it.
Helicopter?
No, I kind of see it now. It's like
Ultraman, Godzilla.
It's Superman.
Super.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun. Hey everyone, how's it going?
I was raised a Batman fan. This is the only Superman movie I've ever seen.
Oh, did you like it?
I loved it. 5 stars.
We're talking about Superman.
Yeah, in case you couldn't guess.
This is gonna be an interesting one. I feel like we kind of go off in a lot of directions here. But I don't want to like. Hold on, let me think. Because there's so many branches, and I don't want you to be lost in this. So I want to like very, very quickly touch on this.
Okay.
I think me and Billy are so very glad that the original DC cinematic universe, that the extended universe,
the DCEU
is over, and now James Gunn has the helm.
It had a few hitters. There were a few good ones. I thought the first Wonder Woman was really good. Actually, I don't know if you saw that.
It was pretty good. I like Aquaman for what it was worth.
Aquaman was pretty good.
I did not watch the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut was alright.
It's obviously better, I'm sure.
I watched it just because I watched it when it came out because it was like the fucking Snyder Cut is finally coming out.
Yeah, how are you not gonna watch it?
And like it was cool. Like I liked it in 4x3.
But we are so fucking back
Yes.
because Hope, Color, and a Better Tomorrow is back.
That's
with DC.
Yeah.
Now you're back in the conversation.
Hi.
Hello.
They're safe from all the things that go on in the DC fandom.
Yeah,
they don't know.
For like 10 years, we were in a really... Oh, no, more than 10 years. A little over 10 years.
12. Because Man of Steel was 2013.
We were in a bad place. We were in a really bad place.
I know that much. All I know is that it was bad, and the only reason I saw Superman was because it looked good.
And now here we are talking about it.
But like I said, I was a Batman fan. I like Batman because he don't have parents. So...
No particular reason.
No reason at all. So, like, Batman doesn't make me cry. He just makes me feel... Seen.
Yeah, and sick as hell because Batman.
For real.
Are you a billionaire with
thanks.
like a lab with like an old butler who helps you like put together gadgets and fight crime?
No, I have $5 and...
Well, you have the butler because that's me. That's...
Oh, exactly.
I mean, who else is gonna get you sweet tart ropes and
exactly.
Yeah,
all
Billy got me
dressed Lay's
sweetheart
chips?
ropes.
Yeah.
I'll do it with fish.
He's like Alfred.
I wish.
But anyway, James Gunn fucking did it. He fucking nailed it.
Da-na-na-na-na.
We'd love to have you on the show, of course.
Gunn.
We know you're watching.
Come
know
on.
You're a fan.
The gun wasn't jammed. Hashtag
gun was not
gunshots in
jammed.
the theater. Oh.
They thought the gun was jammed, but oh no, it was not.
He's exactly what not only all of DC but like specifically Superman needs.
I agree,
right
yeah.
now. After like the era of Injustice with like evil Superman and
fucking hate
all
Injustice
like
so
all
much.
of the DC like no slander to Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
great
no.
actor. From what we know, great dude. Like I know he can act, but he was really. It's a shame that he was put in the productions that he was. Or hello grammar. I don't know if I said that right, but. You know, that is neither here nor there. We are there now.
Yeah.
We're there.
Just super quick on Henry Cavill. I think he's in like a very similar case to like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, where like in a vacuum, I think
I know that
like
one.
them as the character, I like them. I think they're pretty good, but like just a lot of the stuff around them is not working, and it brings them down. Just like in the discussion in general.
I can agree with that in terms of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man because I really like Spider-Man.
Exactly.
He's really cool.
Now we can talk about James Gunn.
Yeah, no, I mean, we all, like, out of the MCU, we were literally just talking about this off screen. The only real parts of the MCU that Chelle has gone into is Guardians of the Galaxy, directed by none other than James Gunn, obviously. And he's exactly the kind of flair that Superman needed because it's been, like, over a decade of, like, the same, like, just gritty, like, just gray, and Injustice was just straight up evil, like a bastardization of the character. So seeing a Superman, everyone's talking about it, like, filled with hope. Filled with like the idea of a better tomorrow. It is so good.
Like I mean, like, dude, he saved a squirrel.
Yo!
In the movie. Like,
Yo, Homelander would have like fucking laser beamed.
Literally, yeah, he would have fucking stepped on it.
But like that's where my interesting opinions about Superman. I was just about to say Spider-Man. Superman come
It's gonna
in
be a tough episode.
with those darn S names. But like, cause like while watching that, there's definitely just like a sick and twisty part of me that exists. Where like when he saved the squirrel, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, guy.
Wow, you're a little
Okay.
fucker.
No, I know, I am a little fucker. Because I was raised in, like sadness and despair with my boy Batman.
Yeah, Batman would have fucking curb stomped that thing if he saw it. Like,
Exactly.
Squirrels are the exemption to his no-kill rule.
And, like, Spider-Man would have, like, kicked it accidentally. You know what I mean?
would have
And
turned
be
him
like,
into a fucking smoothie.
Oh, sorry, little dude.
no, but, like, while he's swinging, he would have been like, oh, fuck, fuck.
I feel like he would swing like past it after he kicked the shit out of it, and then like off screen you would see like from out of frame his little thwip from the web, grab it and then pull it off screen.
But, okay, this isn't me being a bad person, because I can confidently tell you with my eyeballs looking at your eyeballs, I'm not a bad person. That sounds like I'm coping. I'm not. How am I to prove
That's
that?
good enough for me. That's proof.
You know what? You guys can make your own. You can have your own opinions. I actually don't care. But I just think it's not bad. It's not bad movie. Obviously, I gave it 5 stars. I fucking love the movie. I loved every second about it. But there's just something that like feels strange to me about like
Slapping yourself for it.
because I'm trying to think. Like it just feels. I don't know. It
A guy
feels.
with no shoes on just walked into the basement. That was the...
But he's like hopping on
Yeah.
one leg. But I just think there's like something very naive, I guess.
Haughty toddy, like look at me, I'm so good.
Kind of, not even hoity-toity. Like, cause like he's not. You know, Superman's not hoity-toity. Like he's not holier than thou in any way, really. But it does give me this sense of like, I don't feel like me talking to Superman directly. We know you're watching.
We know you're
We
watching.
know you're watching.
But
Love to
I
have you
don't
on.
feel like he has the grit. You know? Like, okay, he saved a squirrel, he saved that kid, but like, I feel like there's also like a bunch of other people that probably had to have gotten hurt. You know, like while he was saving a squirrel, I feel like there were a couple other people that had to have gotten hurt. And
That's
I'm
kind
not
of the
saying...
I have a couple points to that, but keep
Well,
going,
oh my
keep
God,
going. No,
okay.
keep going. Yeah.
I'm not saying like that's like he should have saved humans over a squirrel. Like any day you ask me, save the fucking squirrel, you know? But it feels like they don't touch into that almost sinister bit enough, where if they did, because Superman can still be perfectly good and that movie can still perfectly exist as him being good, but still kind of like jot into like the like sinister bits with like a little silly, you know what I mean? Like at least seeing a guy like have a brick fall on a guy while he was saving the squirrel or something.
I just gotta get something out super quick.
Yeah.
Something really funny, because like all that you said, like I get where you're coming from with all of that. Like I get that. Like that's something in superhero movies that like you just like kind of see, and it's like, oh, like we're seeing like one singular moment of one singular thing happen on screen.
So
There's
everything
so
must
much
be fine.
other shit happening around. Like
Exactly.
there's some stuff like you gotta like kind of just like suspend, but to the point of like not saving some people over like doing something else. There's a scene in I think Batman vs Superman where
I was gonna fucking. That was my point, and then I have a half a point after Billy talks about this.
you can
No,
if it's part of your point you can say you can.
No, you go first. You go first.
Okay, there's a scene in Batman vs Superman where Superman's in a courtroom, right? He's like,
Oh my god.
it's a hearing for something. I forget the exact details, but he's in a courtroom, and Lex Luthor put
Jesse Eisenberg.
yeah, Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor.
I've seen this scene because I fucking love I love Jesse Eisenberg. He's one of my favorite actors. Yes.
Famous New York City financier, What the fuck
Lex
was his name?
Luthor?
Well, no, what the actor we just said?
Nux.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Two of my favorite actors have played Lex Luthor. That's crazy. Jesse Eisenberg and Nux.
That's Nicholas Hoult.
Nux.
Nuxulus Holt.
The courtroom scene.
Nux
Yeah.
from Mad Max is an actor.
So Lex Luthor puts a bomb in some guy's wheelchair.
Yeah.
The judge or like the head woman or whatever is
Head woman.
is Rhea from Succession.
Oh my
the same
God.
actress.
Holy shit, you're right.
Logan.
Logan Rose in the courtroom. No.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah, there's Superman here. Like it's either he hears it or he like sees like the wiring or whatever. Like he sees like the bomb, and you know it's Superman. You know he has like the speed or whatever to like get it out of there, and he just doesn't.
Yeah.
He. Yeah. Okay. You take it.
I'm gonna expand a little bit on that. In the very next movie, when Superman gets resurrected, first of all, this is rhetorical. Why was he beating the shit out of everyone when he got resurrected? I don't remember.
I don't
don't
remember,
even fucking
yeah.
bother.
Super quick point that I just want to get out there before we keep going. I think the DCEU shot itself in the foot. Like I think like the killing shot that eventually led to like bleeding out fucking everything was doing Death of Superman too early.
Yes, two movies in.
His second movie, you do Death of Superman.
That's not okay.
That's like 4 or 5 minimum.
In the very next movie, after that scene in the courtroom with the guy in the wheelchair exploding, we see Superman get resurrected, and he's fighting off against the whole Justice League, and the Flash is like he's running
Fastest man
towards so fast that it can't be like comprehended.
Yeah.
We're in a speed sequence, and Superman turns his head, and he almost matches his speed and starts dog walking him. Are you telling me
like
in the movie prior, with now like canon speed that cannot be perceived, he couldn't get that guy out of there? He couldn't get the wheelchair out of the courtroom? Are we fucking serious? What?
But like, yeah, like that feels like almost a continuity error. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't feel like an intentional like Superman did it because he was just feeling silly.
I don't know.
That
He
day.
does aura farm in the next scene. He does just like kind of stand there and look around,
And that's
like
not Superman.
like he's obviously Superman spoilers. I don't know if you would have been watching this and hadn't
Every
seen it.
Coffee
Whatever.
and Credits episode is a spoiler.
Exactly.
Be
Alert.
prepared.
What you just said about Superman just standing there not being Superman when Lex fucking killed I'm blanking on his name.
Malik.
Malik. Yeah.
That's gonna be a point for later
Fucking-
that I've been thinking of all.
Yeah, like he was like fucking screaming.
Yep.
Like fuck. Oh my god. And
That's Superman.
Exactly. Yeah.
But a point to what you were saying before about like essentially like people dying during these superhero fights, I will give the DCEU a little bit credit where it counts, because the main conflict of Batman versus Superman is that Bruce Wayne sees the death and destruction caused by Superman fighting General Zod, and he's like, this is fucked up. There is literally like no like he's not thinking of the people in these cities while him and Zod are flying through buildings. Buildings are collapsing.
I do like that.
So,
I
that's
like that
good.
motivate. That's good.
It's the same thing from Avengers Age of... This is my second point. From Avengers Age of Ultron and Captain America Civil War, where the whole conflict between Tony and Cap is because the Sokovia Accords.
Yeah.
And it was like, we inadvertently killed so many people fighting Ultron and Sokovia, and now the government
And then the
is like,
fucking-
yo, what the fuck are you doing? You're fighting against like worldly evils, but you're also killing thousands of people while you're doing it.
They blew up the.
They blew up the
city.
entire country.
Or city, rather.
So those are
City.
those are 2 points, like the whole Superman thing, where it's like all this is happening and people are dying. You know?
Yeah.
It's like it's almost unavoidable. At least in the movies, it's pretty much unavoidable. In comics, like the Flash can. I think there was a comic where the Flash, like a nuclear bomb is being dropped on a country, and the Flash got
I saw
every
this.
single citizen out of the country before the bomb, like it was being dropped. I'm pretty sure it hit the ground, and he got every single like thousands of civilians out of the country before it.
Yeah.
So comics versus movies, there's a lot to tackle there.
The Flash was another one
that's
that I've always
unavoidable,
liked.
You know?
Yeah. Because, okay, I feel like I also need to back this up with, like, I don't not know anything about comics and all of that. I was raised on the Fantastic Four. I read
Goated.
all of the early Spider-Man comics.
Where he had like the web wings on his arms. Yeah, that's so cool.
Because my, like, papa just left them when he died. Died. But
Papa died.
Papa died. But, like, he had, like, an old Fantastic Four, like paperback comic book novel type thing. It was cool. But, like, I know comics, and I know the gist, and I've been forced to watch a lot of the Avengers.
The Avengers.
A lot of the Avengers.
The Inventures.
The Adventures, and a lot of the Hulk against my will. And that's probably why I have such a critical eye when it comes to, like, Superman movies. Not Superman movies, superhero movies. Where, like, okay, everyone needs to stick with me. Again, I have literally no critiques on Superman. This is me and my sick and twisty brain being like, what if they did this? I think it would be silly. Like, we'll get into, like, the more, like, serious worldly stuff, like, probably in, like, the second half of the episode. But, like, there's just like, it just felt so, he was missing something, and I think it's because his whole bit is, like, hope and, like, justice, you know?
A better tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I was raised as a Batman instead of a Superman, where, like, like, not to be sad, no one take this sad, but, like, I didn't have a lot of hope as a kid, and, like, in the current situation I'm in my home, there's not a lot of hope, so, like, I'm very Batman oriented, where I'm like, there's no hope.
Gotta fight your way out.
Yeah, exactly, you have to fight your way out, and, like, that's what I admire about superheroes, and that's what kind of, like, attached me to Spider-Man, and, like, my infatuation with Spider-Man just, like, got ginormouser when Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse? Into the Spider-Verse came out.
We saw Across together.
We did.
In that big-ass theater.
That was very sweet. It was good. But when I saw Into the Spider-Verse, my, like, world shifted. Because, like, obviously, me, a white kid from Long Island, cannot very much relate to Miles Morales on, like, the personal level, obviously.
Exaggerate.
But I can at least relate to the idea of, like, young kid having to fight through and out to be something.
That's the beauty. Anyone can wear the mask.
Exactly.
There we go.
And, like,
Yo, hire us, Stanley.
Yeah,
I mean,
rest in peace. But, like, that's my thing with Superman, where it feels like anyone can be Batman if their situation, their path led to it. Anyone can be Spider-Man because anyone can wear the mask. Not everyone can be Superman because not everyone is privileged enough to be Superman.
Yeah.
Let me hold on. I'm getting to the fucking boys. I'm getting to the boys. Because, like, obviously Superman has a lot of privilege, and that is his main fighting style almost. Like, that's what we see in this movie, and it's beautiful. And again, we're gonna get to the more serious worldly stuff in the later half.
1A.
What is that?
When Lex was commanding Ultraman.
Oh.
Yeah.
That also, like, that was my favorite fucking thing. Oh my god, the way he was doing that.
Fighting game inputs.
Again, when we get to, like, serious analysis, I have, like, such a thing for that. But, like, Superman just rides off of the fact that, like, he's not a scorned man, I guess. Which is fine. But they don't, for big preface, from the Superman media I have seen, which is not a lot at all, I've never inherently seen, again, they just explained it, but I, with my own eyeballs, this is me and my opinions because this is our podcast and I'm allowed to do this.
True.
I've never seen Superman be like, oh, and a bunch of other people died. And that's where I keep thinking of The Boys, because The Boys does something that is so beautifully, miraculously, sick and twisty amazing to me. And I will preface this with, what's the only season of The Boys I've seen? Because I don't remember.
The one that just came out. Four.
I've only seen season 4 of The Boys. But I've seen season 1 in bits and chunks and pieces.
This is when we first started dating, I think. Yeah.
I think I watched it a little bit before we started dating, and then I made you show me, like, by myself.
When you show up to your girl's crib and HDMI 2 is plugged in. the fucking dude from Dexter, like.
Oh my god. But
Sorry.
The Boys. The clip or the scene where whoever is the fast guy, the Flash guy. Is it just the Flash?
The Flash. Okay. There's other iterations, but it's the Flash.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Just the direct name from the Flash. That won't get confusing. When
Flash.
The Boys the Flash, I don't really know the context. He's running. Super sweet romantic moment. People are holding hands. He runs through a woman.
Oh, this is the first. This is the first
That's the
scene.
first opening
oh my god,
scene.
A-Train.
A-Train.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my god.
guy. My whole point with that is like that
It's
scene
realistic.
lives on in me because, like tie back to when they were talking about the Flash, like collecting all those people before the bomb dropped. You can't tell me that the Flash did not cause multiple deaths while his body collided into people getting them. Like, that's my thing with superhero media, where I'm like, because I never had an idea of, like, nice or good or safe in my youth. Like, I had to kind of create that on my own. And when I see superhero media, I kind of just go, and really, you didn't kill anyone, and really, you're not, like, depressed after all of that, and, like, really, you don't, and, like, it
The Boys kicks that into high gear.
Exactly, and, like, the thing I love with The Boys so much is just, like, that is what superheroes are to me, because superheroes can exist in all their glory, doing all of their good things, but they're still probably horrible people, because anyone with a position of power is, in turn, a bad person. Like, that is my, like, you cannot be an ethical leader in any form of the word. And that's because I'm 23 years old and I've been raised in this economy and democracy.
Socio world, yeah.
Exactly.
Buzzword.
But, like, I just, like, I see Superman 2025 and I go, wow, I'm sobbing in my seat because this makes me feel lonely. And then I watch The Boys season 4 and I go, wow, I feel so, like, in tune with the world and everything around me. Like, when I left Superman, like, fresh off, my first thought was, fuck, I wish I had parents. And that shouldn't have been my main takeaway. But if, like, my first thought after, what was the Batman that you showed me? The really,
Batman.
really amazing
The
one.
Batman.
The Batman.
Oh.
The Batman.
God.
After all of my 10 million thoughts about, like, the direction and everything, my first thought was, like, the world can be okay. And
October
it's
31st. I love the intro.
Something in the way.
Something in the way. But, like, obviously, those ideas should be completely flipped. Like, I should have left the Superman movie feeling like, wow, the world's gonna be okay. But no, because why is Superman okay? Superman shouldn't be okay. He also shouldn't find out that his original birth parents, like, fucking sucked after so many years of thinking they were
Bradley
good.
Cooper.
I was gonna say
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Okay, like, he shouldn't be fine after that. He should be in a psych ward. And I just, like, it's just so unrealistic, which is so odd. Because, guys, get ready for the segue. Which is so odd. Because the most nope.
BetterHelp.
Nope, never. The most realistic part of the movie were the worldly things that left me feeling like, okay, fuck. At least the creators and directors right now are aware of what's happening, and they're not just forcing us, like, Hope Core and Peace Media.
Yeah.
Like, they are, like, the shots, again, spoiler alert, like, the shot that left me the most, like, this is real world. Like, this isn't a Superman movie. This is the real world being shown on our screens, forced down our mouths so we're aware of it. My biggest thing was right before Green Lantern did his stupid fucking Green Lantern thing. Guys, I hate Green Lantern. In the movie, he was great.
I know nothing about Green Lantern, but I fucked with Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
He was so cool.
I'm excited for the show next year.
He's getting a show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him, Hal Jordan, and fucking Jon
my
Stewart.
God.
It's like all, like the three main
I'm
ones.
so excited
are
for
gonna be
James Gunn's
fucking-
TCU.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
It's gonna be good. I do love James Gunn, aside from the fact that I've never seen superhero media. But, I digress. The scene that left me so, like, I still think about it every single day, is the shot of the little kid in wherever
Oh my
the place
God.
was, where he was holding up the Superman flag.
Yeah.
And
Jar Humpor.
Jar and
yes.
Thor, yeah.
And Green Lantern the box around him, and you just see like a guy with a fucking rifle pointed at his head, and like that's real life. That's happening right now.
And there's no Green Lantern there.
There's no Green
I'm
Lantern
gonna
to
touch
save
on this
them.
in depth
Exactly.
later. Oh my god,
But,
I have
like,
so much to say.
My whole point of it is like no critique because I just criticized Superman as a whole, but the movie again was 5 stars perfect, no notes. This is me and my sick and twisty brain. But I just think that it's such a perfect movie because those moments felt like real life, and the Superman moments felt like this kitschy, like, superhero saves the day. But, like, you leave the theater kind of feeling like, if you are a smart enough human being and an educated enough human being in this day and age to realize that what you saw on that screen was real life, you have to come out of the theater realizing, like, oh,
There's no Superman.
there's no kitschy guy, like, super hot Clark Kent, super hot Clark Kent and his, like, pretty little Lois Lane, like, they're not gonna be there.
They're gonna make some fine ass fucking. They're gonna fucking.
But we do have a Lex Luthor who is playing the world like a fucking video game, and I'll get my quick point of Lex Luthor playing the world like a video game out quick, because that just felt genius. I don't know anything about Ultraman, I don't know anything about how he was once controlled, I don't know if that's like the norm, that like
I don't
Lex
know
Luthor
enough to
just
like
codes that shit or whatever.
you.
But it is just, and I'm sorry if I end up calling him Nux, because Nux is always on my
Nicholas
mind.
Holt. Nicholas Holt. To the people watching at home, if you hear Nux, Chelle is talking about Nicholas Holt, who plays Lex Luthor. This is the last time I'm going to say that. I'm going to let Chelle rip off and do their thing.
He plays Nux in the Mad Max. Yeah. So Nux is Nux is controlling Ultraman like a fucking video game, and it made me feel so provoked thought-wise. Because it just made me think of, like, how our generation was really the first generation to grow up with fully immersed in these violent video games and shit. And, like, that's not me being, like, a parent being like, oh, these kids play violent video games. I'm fucking obsessed with GTA. And it's, like, a new obsession. Like, I don't have anything against young kids playing those video games because I am sick and twisty enough to believe that kids should be desensitized from a young age. Well, that's not a point that we're going to talk about today, but maybe another time. But I just think it is so in tune with this idea of so many kids near our generation, like we're all 23, so I would say a little bit younger than us, and a few stragglers older than us, who feel like the world is actually controlled like that. Like it's a couple buttons, and it's a couple memorizing lines of code and like numbers and letters that like will just get you there. And I've witnessed so many young kids. Like, I was a TA for 3 years when I was in college, and I've witnessed every year of freshmen, there's always at least a handful of kids going like, I'm gonna be a billionaire, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm gonna make $1 million and I'm gonna buy my parents a house.
Yeah, man.
No, you're not. Hi, I've been working, like, almost every day since I was in high school. I have $5. Are you kidding me? Like, it just feels like this, like, very childish idea that, like, the world's power can be yours in your own world.
Luther's incredibly childish, but he's still the smartest person. Yeah. You know, that's what makes him so fucking dangerous.
Exactly. And again, guys, it's real life.
And
that's my point on
let's zero in on, like, the movie itself, because I love when we branch off and talk about shit. Let's talk about this fucking movie and everything within the movie to the best of our ability, because I know, guys, we love branching off, but now I'm on Ritalin and I want to zero the fuck in. So, what did we like? What do we want to be better? I know you guys both rated it 5 stars. I'm like a tiny bit more critical than you guys are, but you know, what do we like? What do we want to see changed? What do we want to see next? So, go ahead, my friend.
If James Gunn, I think if he released... Excuse me.
These don't get uploaded as audio things on Spotify,
oh my
right?
God.
What?
Do these get uploaded on Spotify or no? Oh, our audio listeners fucking hate us.
My fault. Also my fault. I forgot you had headphones on. What was I just gonna say? If James Gunn released this movie like once a year, I think for the next like 60 years, I think I'd see it every time.
Yeah,
like I
easily.
would, probably a few times every time. I think there is like some stuff that I would change. I think I don't know.
If you want
Well,
a
you would
baton
rather-
pass, if you want a baton pass, we
come
can.
back to me. Come back.
You would
I gotta-
rather like a movie than not.
That's
so.
that is true. So
Like, we're the full spectrum of, like, Billy would rather like a movie than not. I have sick and twisty critiques, and Sean has, like, biased in real life educated critiques.
Wow, I didn't think I'd be that kind of person, but here we are. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I fucking love it. I think it was fucking incredible.
yeah, Sean's the enlightened centrist of our group.
Fuck you. But yeah, I don't have that much to say about the character of Superman because like he nailed it. I don't have anything that much to say. I mean, Corin Sweat is perfect. He looks the part and he embodies the part. It like literally into real life, he's such a fucking little nerd.
Yeah.
He's such a little goober. He's pretty much just Clark Kent in real life. He embodies so much of like that person, that character.
Yeah.
And I think he was like perfectly casted from looks to like obviously we don't know him, we're not parasocial, but just from what I've seen, total nerd and a sweetheart. Who doesn't love that? That's Clark.
Yeah.
Superman, I don't have anything to say about him because everything was great and I don't really want to see anything change, like character wise. If you follow me on Letterboxd at KelpoGrid54, shameless.
It's a good show.
What I had a small problem with his strength, which is funny because I'm never someone who talks about strength and like this sense of like power scaling.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking power scaler. I'm not gonna judge you if you are because I see the fun in it. Like we a couple times a year we'll like have nights where we just like power scale
like,
like
we're
Naruto,
doing it, like, as a joke.
Dragon
Like,
Ball,
fucking-
One Piece, fucking whatever. But Superman cannot be invulnerable because then there's no stakes.
Yeah.
Obviously. And like that's totally cool. Like you kind of need to see him on the back foot a little bit, or at least like maybe like 25-30% of the time, like in physical action. So it was very weird when I was watching this and it felt like he was on the back foot the entire movie. I think that was a little bit blown out of proportion.
It's funny because I was thinking because
That's
like
an interesting point.
obviously we had talked about that like sooner, like before, like after the movie had come out. And, like I was thinking about it and like every time that he was on the back foot, like he had a reason. Like it was with the fucking whatever the robot at the
kryptonite,
start. That
the
was
fucking-
obviously
yeah.
that was actually like the clone of him. So that like
So that
makes
makes
sense. And he was
sense.
being.
Oh, that's
Control.
another point I had. The clone of him. Don't like it. That's it.
But also, like, on an emotional level, they make him just as vulnerable emotionally as he is physically.
Exactly.
And-
That's why I like. That's why I like how weak he is in this movie because I think they say it's 3 years since he was like started as Superman.
He's
so
been
like
Superman for 3 years.
3 years is Superman. 3. What was it? 3.
3 weeks.
3 millennia.
300 years ago, the
300 years.
metahumans started kind of just. I guess they were just started being born. I don't really fully know. They're gonna have to expand on this.
I don't think anybody knows.
We don't know until James Gunn gives us more. It's not just James Gunn. I know there's thousands of people on this fucking team.
You know what we mean. when we
I
say
have
James
a
Gunn.
question that doesn't seem related, but it's related in
Go
my
ahead.
head.
Yes.
Are the X-Men in
No.
in a universe?
In this one,
No, are they?
They're Marvel.
Are they in a Marvel? Oh, they're
Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah. That's why they were Marvel
Marvel
rivals.
rivals. We're gonna move on from
Yeah.
that.
I can cut that out of the episode.
No,
I
fuck
need to
that.
like sit over here for a second.
But yeah, honestly, this movie is proof that a movie does not have to be subtle to be good.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of nuance for sure, but this movie's not subtle
No.
at all. Superman literally says, I worry, I cry, I laugh, I make mistakes. I'm not verbatim because if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. He literally tells Lex to his face, like, what makes him human.
Yeah.
And, like, we're in an age where, and I won't go talking about this for too long, where the young boys, and honestly the guys of our age, we're like, what, 23, whatever, a lot of them have fallen down this pipeline of just pure toxicity and losing empathy for literally everyone and everything.
Yeah.
And now, like, everyone's leaving this movie like, oh, billions must hope. And it's cute. It's fun. I
Yeah.
really hope, like, it actually has some form of, like, an effect on, like,
I've
the
been
young
saying,
kids
like,
and the teenagers.
Since the fucking start, like, this is the movie that, like, the world, like, needed. And we need to fucking, like, keep that momentum, which I'm hoping with fucking Supergirl next year.
Yeah. And, like, yeah.
Oh, so Spider-Man is in Marvel too.
Oh my god, he's in Marvel Rivals. He's my... Babe, I got
Yeah.
Lord on Spider-Man in Marvel... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, before I pop a fucking vein in my forehead.
Because we always call it Rivals. Shell didn't realize that it was from...
continuity.
That it was all from Marvel.
I actually haven't mentioned this yet. I did not mention this on Letterboxd, and I haven't really said anything about it, but I've been like shower thinking about it. The movie looks beautiful. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it looks great. From like a what you're looking at, like literally if you look at a still from the movie, it looks great. You could call me nitpicky. I don't think the movie has that much gravity. I don't think there's a lot of, like, to everything. Everything kind of feels super, super light. And, like, there's no weight to anything. The whole movie feels kind of weightless.
I think I agree with you on that for specifically just the flying segments. I feel like maybe those that's one of the few things that I actually liked more, I think, about, like, the DCEU, like, in turn, like, Henry Cavill Superman and all that was a lot of weight. And, like, flying. Like, I really liked the flying in that movie.
Except the way he flies, where he kind of pumps his chest out. Come on, just Henry. I know it's not you. I know it's not your fault, Mr. Cavill.
We know you're watching. We'd love to have you on.
That's pretty much like where my qualms with the movie end.
Yeah, like I think the weight and the flying is a little off, but I think in combat it's all fine.
Combat, it looks pretty fucking good, especially in the stadium.
Yeah, the stadium and the scene near the end where it's all the fucking random guys, where he fucking throws him up and then he combos him with crypto, and the fucking spinning around with the lasers. That was.
Those are where my qualms with the movie end.
As you can tell, that's where we.
That's so good. It was so fucking cool. What'd you like? What do you want to see change?
Where Thunderbolts?
Marvel.
So
Marvel.
So wait.
They're the new Avengers.
Show. Remember how Bucky was in the Thunderbolts movie? Who do I play in Marvel?
Holy shit, guys! This is not a bit. That was 3 times. I'm not gonna actually make fun of you because
I don't know the superhero.
No, it's not.
You weren't raised on this, and you don't watch these movies frequently. But every single, you said X-Men, you said Spider-Man, you said Thunderbolts, which has Bucky in it, all in Marvel Rivals, literally all in Marvel Rivals.
And also like, in terms of like, because Thunderbolts, New Avengers, like X-Men, Spider-Man, Avengers, those are like
the original core group of the Avengers. I mean, it was the 4 faces of Marvel back in the 60s was Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine, and
Fantastic Four.
And they're one entity. They're one entity.
Yeah, everyone just calls them the Fantastic Four.
What did you like? What'd you want to see change? This and that.
Hi, my name is Chelle, and I just realized I don't think I like DC very much at all.
Wow.
Well, sorry.
We gotta play DC Rivals.
DC Rivals.
Hey.
Marvel Rivals.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I think to your point of it being weightless is very interesting because I feel like as you are the Batman
lover,
which with very, very valid reasons, so am I. It feels like it feels like the movie was almost a symptom of how good of a story and plot they were giving, where certain little things that would have given it that depth, I think were kind of looked over, which is very classic for creative projects, but it's very hard sometimes to see in bigger scale creative projects like the Superman movie. But because we are the way we are and very critical for movies, and just because the way it was made, I feel almost gave it this don't focus on the visuals that much, we're gonna give you good visuals and they're gonna be nice, but don't focus on the visuals, just take the fucking message. Which for this I very deeply appreciate. For other movies I don't appreciate because most movies don't have that solid of a message. Yeah. But never once have, at least in our generation, have we really seen a movie that is so reflective of what's happening in the world at the literal current day and time that we saw it.
Yeah.
But I feel oh, the train left the station without me. I feel what? What do I feel like? I feel like something. I
think your point is that The Batman is the best movie ever because it has John Turturro in it.
That
and you're
is
right about
a really good angle to consider that.
Carmine Falcone.
And Paul Dano. And they're making another Now You See Me movie. Guys, I saw...
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. You cried.
I sobbed when I saw the trailer. I made my mom watch Now You See Me 1 and 2 until she grounded me from the Optimum on-demand service for a month.
Why couldn't you watch it alone?
Because I never had a TV.
Don't answer that.
I never had a TV, so I had to watch it. I didn't have a DVD of it either. And then the next movie I made her watch until I got grounded from Optimum was Oliver Twist. Anyways, moving on.
I haven't seen that. Put it on the list.
Really good. We will put it on the list. I think my point was that Superman, sure. Like, I obviously am viewing this out of, like, not knowing Superman. So if you take it out of the context of it being Superman, and, like, let's just say, like, superhero in position of being superhero, doing superhero things, I think the movie was absolutely excellent at keeping the, like, attention of someone who doesn't know superhero, which is why I was thinking about Thunderbolts, because, like, fuck, I want to rewatch that movie. I really, really, really like Thunderbolts.
That was a
like,
good one.
a lot! And that was when we're like, all the visuals, like, I don't remember the story. Clearly, I didn't even remember they were the new fucking
Bob.
Avengers. Bob. But the visuals and, like, the way it compelled me were just so good. And with Superman, it feels like the story was just so impactful, where, like, a handful of the visuals kind of, like, stuck with me, I guess. Mm-hmm. And, like,
the shot of him rising above the fucking dust cloud after he saved the woman on the bridge.
Very, very quick tidbit about Thunderbolts. Guys, I think it's the second least grossing Marvel movie, MCU movie. Like, pure, like, second or third. Which is insane, considering how much people like it.
Yeah.
So not that many people went to see it, but whoever went to see it said it was goated. I mean, I really
that was us.
I fucking loved Thunderbolts. I really guess I just like Marvel. But
Florence Pugh, she's goated.
Uncle Ben.
She's so fucking goated.
But Superman just, like, I don't know, it feels like kind of to the point of what Billy said, like, if James Gunn released this over and over again for the next X amount of years, I feel like it's an almost absolutely necessary thing that he released this every single year for the next couple of years.
Just as a reminder.
Exactly. And also just as, like, it just felt so profound while also feeling, like, not
subtle.
Yeah, absolutely not subtle, but also it just felt kind of like they cared a lot. Stick with me. It felt like they cared a lot more about the audience than any other superhero movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, Mr. Terrific?
Yep. Yeah, you fucking got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, I pretended to like Green Lantern from the ages of, like, 9 to 13, I would say. I had a Green Lantern poster in my room. I don't know who the fuck he was. I really thought his power was just carrying a Green Lantern, and it, like, did a thing, like, kind of like The Mask, you know, like the Jim Carrey movie, The Mask, like, the Green Lantern kind of, like, took over him.
That would be sick.
Yo, don't get Frankie Basement Yard on this show. We'll talk about The Mask for, like, 45 minutes
I love
straight.
The Mask. Get Frankie Basement Yard on here so we can talk about The Mask. We know you're
love to have you on.
Frankie Basement Yard, come on the podcast. I just almost maxed out my credit card getting tickets for your show, so.
Love you, Frank.
Yeah.
But my point being, do I even know my point being? My point being, cares about audience a lot, enough that the, like, visual storytelling didn't need to be that compelling, but it did do the classic superhero movie move where it's like B-list characters, la 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 la. Did Thunderbolts do that, or was it another superhero movie where it was
filled with B-list heroes?
What?
Thunderbolts.
Well, no. What was the one where it was the Cajun guy? That's all I
Deadpool,
remember.
Wolverine, Gambit.
Guys, which one's Deadpool, Wolverine in?
What?
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
The movie is called Deadpool
It's Avengers.
and Wolverine.
They're Avengers.
No, the movie is called Deadpool and Wolverine.
They're Avengers, though.
Don't confuse the listeners. They're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Wolverine's an Avenger.
He's an X-Men.
Sometimes he's an
Marvel. They're Marvel characters.
Yes.
Oh my god.
They're Marvel.
Wolverine's
but it
in
did
Marvel.
the classic, like, superhero movie where it's like, here's B-list superheroes that, like, save a small portion of the movie. And then it also did the, like, cameo at the end thing. Mm-hmm. But I can't even hate on it because the cameo at the end was Supergirl. And,
oh my
like,
god.
That's literally you.
That's my girl. Like, crazy fucking asshole with a crazy fucking dog. Like, that's my bitch. And like my aunt worked on Supergirl for a while, and that
The
was
TV show.
the TV show.
Yep.
Yeah, she was a script
Damn.
supervisor, and like I always felt at least a little bit connected to the personality of Supergirl, of like bratty young girl, like that just is a brat, and like that's the whole other thing where like Superman is just like buff guy, save the day, put my glasses on, I'm a different guy, take my glasses off, I'm a new guy.
He's like a perfect kind of like true neutral. He's just like a good all. He's a good
Yeah.
all arounder.
Yeah.
And like I like Supergirl because it's like
Like Charlie XCX Brat.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
So-
super.
There's got to be a song
Yeah.
from that. In the
Oh
movie.
my fucking god.
If those are the fucking credits, or like the.
Oh my god, that album would mesh so well with what they're going for. I
Yeah.
can't even. Holy smokes! Do we want to jump into the
No.
kind of? Sorry, fucking asshole. Do we want to jump into some of the like real world stuff to kind of delve into?
Sure. Yeah. Shall I
Um,
borrow your Diet Coke?
yeah, absolutely.
You have to give it back though.
I'm gonna cover myself in the video.
You know, of course. And this is more so for you guys than it is for the listeners at home. I know when I kind of talk about stuff like this, I could definitely go on a bit of a tirade, but I've been kind of self-reflecting a lot these past few weeks, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should kind of learn to control my my energy, because I might either get angry, or if I'm not angry, it might sound like I'm angry. So if I sound like I'm angry, I'm not, and I'm not going to say anything batshit crazy. So
We're back.
That's a disclaimer. Let's stick with me. So yeah, this entire movie was about like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I don't
Yeah.
know what YouTube allows.
I was gonna say, I
I was
would
gonna
love
say,
to
it's-
say, for the sake of, I can only imagine because the Stephen Colbert show got canceled,
I'm not gonna say the buzzwords, but
nothing's safe anymore, so we're gonna assume you're smart enough to know what
Like
we're
I always
talking
say,
about.
you're smart. You'll figure it out.
I will dodge certain words. But
Like, let's not say any place names.
I think the one place name, not the oppressor, but the oppressed, is fine, and I will dodge some really big words.
Yeah, just because I
believe me,
want,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
work. I'm
okay.
gonna work around this.
I want everyone to be able to hear this without
This also
the
can be
Stephen Colbert
edited,
show
so,
getting
yeah.
canceled.
This was meta commentary on Gaza and the fact that there have been, I think at this point, what is it, 2025? There's
Yeah.
been just about a century worth of illegal settlements and beratements of the Gaza Strip and just all of Palestine. And I think what's really fascinating is that the Western world kind of does not fucking care. And it's cruel. And it's unusual. And it's really weird. And I could go on a 2-hour tangent as of why, but I don't think we're going to do that today.
No.
But a big point of it is the fact that, and I like, if I sound like I'm crossing any lines or anything, just know that I truly am like just speaking from like what I think is like not insane.
Yeah.
But a lot of places in the Middle East and people of, certain religions are looked down upon with a certain level of dehumanization. Like, we know awful things are happening, but the Western world doesn't care because they're seen as lesser. So, James Gunn, the beautiful mind that he has, was like, let me be as unsubtle as possible, to the point where the Prime Minister of Boravia was not very subtle as to who he was referencing in real life.
Nope.
You can put it together, you're smart, you will figure it out.
And the fact that he was able to go back through the tunnel to Lex Luthor, who's
Yeah.
also not a very subtle person.
He has a certain musk to his aura. But yeah,
That's
the movie, like,
Musk to his aura. That's
the-
good. That's good. That's a good one.
The movie even tells you to your face that the richest people in the world are funding conflicts in the Middle East. They're doing it in front of your face. If this was me a month ago, I would be yelling. But I'm not yelling. Thank you, Ritalin. You're helping. You're helping me a lot. The movie is telling every man, woman, and child. The children don't know it yet. I told Chelle last week, I was like, there was a 7-year-old, like, hypothetical. There was a 7-year-old who just saw Superman, who in, like, 5, 6, 7, or 10 years is going to think back and watch it again and be like, oh, so that was meta
Yeah.
commentary.
Yeah.
That was literally just... Hopefully, what's happening now isn't happening in 10 years, but again, it's been almost a century, so that might be wishful thinking, but again, just for the sake of conversation,
Yeah.
imagine in 10 years, the kid who was once 7 is now 17. He's rewatching his childhood movie, and he's like, that was just real life.
Yeah.
And I think that's an amazing thing. I feel like so many people who go their day to day not thinking and not caring about what happens to people who are disproportionately affected by imperialism and colonization across the world, they just saw this movie and the seed has been planted. James Gunn just planted. James Gunn gave his seed to people. I had to say.
Yes, he did.
I have no bounds.
Brother, I was there day one. Yeah.
Oh my god, I have no fucking bounds. I'm talking about real world shit, and then James Gunn planting his seed in me. But he planted the seed into so many people's brains, and like, I know you're not watching James Gunn, but thank you. What you're doing,
we know you're watching.
Is so
We'd love to
important.
have you
We know
on.
you're watching. And that lack of subtlety is amazing.
Exactly. Super quick point, because I do agree. I love that, because like what you said about how like James Gunn making it as unsubtle as possible, and like to make sure as many people see it as possible, make it a fucking Superman movie. People are gonna see that, which leads into my actual point, which is like I liked Jesus fucking Christ.
Keep it going, my loves. I need water because I'm incredibly
We're gonna
dehydrated.
cut for a second because I just fucked that.
Can you
up.
grab me a water too?
Wow.
Cut!
It's just yours here, right? Yeah.
I just can you hand me my soda?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
right there. Thanks.
If you subscribe to our Patreon, you'll get the unedited videos.
And we're back. Okay, sorry. I drank a little too much Diet Coke, so I fucked up the last sentence.
I'm gonna put that Diet Coke
Thanks,
down
man.
here.
What James Gunn did with like making a Superman movie into the super like blatant message is very similar, which I also like.
I know you didn't mean for that to be funny, but that was really funny.
Is very similar to what Mickey 17 did, which was like,
my God.
write a fucking class consciousness movie into a fucking sci-fi thriller so more people see it, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure, let more of this, please, like fucking
Bong Joon-ho, the guy who made
Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho. Did I say Bong Joon-ho?
I think
Bong Joon-ho. That's his name. I'm probably saying it very wrong. I'm white. I'm from Long Island. I'm
pretty
sorry.
sure I'm pretty sure it's Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho.
I think it's Bong Joon-ho.
Damn. Am I gonna get C-worded? God, I don't want to lose my platform.
Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho. I think that's what I
What
said
is
originally,
C-word?
right?
No,
Oh,
you said Bong
canceled.
Joon-ho. That's why I said Bong Joon-ho at first, and then
He made
BG.
Parasite.
and then he made Parasite.
the single highest rated movie of the 2010s.
It's still like one of my sleeper picks for like one of the best movies of all time.
Ever.
Like
Ever.
Really just isn't anything else like it.
Parasite wasn't subtle. Mickey 17 wasn't subtle. Superman
Yeah.
wasn't subtle. What a funny batch of movies.
Mickey 17 brings up a great point that I also want to bring up, but that could be the end cap to like end on a lighter note if anyone else has any more real world.
I have one more
Commentary.
little real world thing. Remember we were
Yeah.
talking about Mali earlier, very briefly.
Oh yeah. He needs a bit. Yeah.
Super quick about the movie. I
Yeah.
loved at the very end when he has like a newspaper. You can see that Clark wrote a story about him. Like I got the front page. I liked that.
Let's. Oh my God, yo, dude, this character was only on screen. I want to say for
like
all around maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
yeah, like 2 minute and a half, 2 minutes.
And besides not even besides, because obviously the conflict of Baravia and Jahanpur is like the real world conflict in the movie. Outside of that, Mali is the realest thing in the entire movie. And here's my meta commentary take. Remember how I just said 5 minutes ago that the Western world does not care about what happens to people in the Middle East and just overall like brown people as a whole?
Yeah.
Think about it. If you were in the theater and you were watching Superman and you have not thought about that word in Gaza, because the YouTube probably flag
Atrocities.
the atrocities in Gaza, and if you're watching this movie and you see Lex Luthor, this dude in the head, and you gasped, where is that same concern in real life? If you're seeing it in the movie theater and you care then, why don't you care when it's happening in the real world? I'm not trying to like antagonize people, because I do it a lot. I do it a lot because I think there's a lot of like people that have been poisoned with evil for the past 10 years, and it's really easy to ridicule them and antagonize them now, but I will not be doing that here. I'm being genuinely honest. If you were watching this movie and you don't think about what's happening in the Middle East, but you like gasped when that happened, just do self-reflection, please. He told Superman, I don't have a family.
Yeah.
I don't have a family. Don't tell him anything. Don't tell Lex anything. And during the fucking last scenes of the movie, you see this dude's family on the I get choked up every time. I deadass get choked up every time I think about this scene. He had a family, and he put his entire life on the line for someone with God powers.
Yeah.
Guys, James Gunn, I'm not saying you're like fucking Einstein level 3 trillion IQ. That's subtle meta commentary that we need in a movie that is not subtle. You fucking nailed it.
It's not even like, it takes a good amount of an IQ level, but it takes fucking balls. Like, that movie
Say balls. You were taking a step. Say balls.
3, 2, 1, balls.
There we go. Balls.
Nice. But, like, that movie, like, just the line of production, like, it had to go through layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of people and production agencies and yada yada yada, the whole fucking bullshit bit.
I'm gonna cut this out of the episode. You know there were some fucking Zionists in that fucking chain of command that had to watch this shit.
And, like, that's what's satisfying.
Yeah. And we're back.
Cut! But we shared a secret.
Yeah.
But,
We're
like,
not gonna
it had
tell
to
you.
go... It had to go through so many layers of so many different people that, like, it didn't get stopped. And the only thing, at least in what I've learned from production as a student of cinema, I would say, for, like, years and years and years, one thing I've learned is that for a movie to not get stopped, the director has to have balls, charisma, and the ability to manipulate. Like, he has to convince multiple people, no, this is not what it is, or yes, this is what it is, in order for it to get to our little old eyeballs. Like, it's what Lynch did. It's what, no one will bat an eye when I say this, but it's what Wes Anderson does to keep making the same exact movie over and over and over again.
God damn it, Wes Anderson, please.
Love Wes Anderson. My favorite auteur.
Please make something a little bit different, please.
No!
You do the same style, but please just make
I want
something.
to see what's his newest movie?
The Phoenician
I want to see that. I like.
has Michael
I really
Cera.
like Benicio del Toro. I want to like.
Oh, he's awesome.
I like Michael Cera.
BDT. I want
Yeah.
to call him BDT every time I say his name.
Michael Cera. But what? Oh, it had to go through a whole line of people, and to not get stopped, James Gunn has to actually be something of a god.
Yeah.
And like that's how I revere most directors who are able to do that. Tarantino's another one, getting his freaky feet flicks up there.
I'm sure Greg Araki had to go through the same shit also. He had to pull some fucking strings to get his shit made.
Greg Araki was never much of a production man, though. He
that's
he
true.
did that his damn self.
I love it.
Yeah.
But, like-
Independent film, baby.
Exactly, but like Doom Generation didn't get to everyone's eyeballs. You have to have a $10 Criterion subscription to even see the real version. You know what I
Shout out
mean?
to Criterion.
For real. Criterion, let us in your closet.
Oh my god.
That's my dream.
That's
my dream.
I'm not funny. I'm not funny. I'm not being funny. Damn. Wow. I just fucking I call myself out. That is
funny.
an actual 100% goal of.
Oh yeah.
Specifically, like at least us three, because we're coffee and credits.
Yeah.
I think that should be one of our goals.
For sure.
It
Yeah.
is my goal. But like for James Gunn to get it to a place where everyone can see it and everyone's supposed to see it is like that takes a lot that no one who doesn't understand movies in the line of production who like they can't credit that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like that's where we come in and we force you to credit it. But just to end you guys on less like heavy and more Chelle's complaining note. 2025 seems to be the year of movies with the same actor playing the same guy. I'm sick of it.
This is the third time. I love it. I'm sorry. I love it.
1, 2.
Mickey 17 Sinners and Superman.
3. Oh, it is. I guess it is the third time. Oh yeah, but okay. Here, okay. Mickey 17. One of the best movies I've seen this year. Loved it. Loved it every second. I want to watch it again. I was explaining this to Sean and his dad on the way to see Superman. Not thinking that there would be a body double kind of deal in Superman. But I was explaining how the difference between Sinners and Mickey 17 and why Mickey 17 should be highly or more highly regarded in terms of their technology and efficiency for body doubling. My point is that the way that Robert Pattinson overlapped himself is so technically complex, and the way he interacted with himself is so technically complex that where, again, no critique to Sinners, because Sinners is my favorite movie I've seen this year, above Mickey 17, don't get me wrong. Sinners didn't have Michael B. Jordan overlapping or interacting or like personalizing that much, whereas every scene that they were interacting with each other or he was interacting with himself could have very easily just been a body double with not a lot of thinking to
Especially
it.
because Smoke and Stack are not very polarizing characters. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Like in terms of their core.
They wear
'cause-
like
yeah.
not, and even just like physically, like they wear the same outfit, just a different color.
colors.
Like,
And Mickey 17 and Mickey 18 are so wildly different at their core that I can only imagine how difficult it was for
Yeah,
Pattinson
Yeah.
to act with himself as two polar opposite characters. And I think Superman does this on a... Wow, you just dropped my fucking water bottle.
sorry.
And
I
Superman
have a
does this
visual.
on like a... Not lesser as in worse, but lesser as in like a quite literally just like it was in the
less
movie
amount,
less.
yeah.
Like unmasked Ultraman was only in the movie for like what? Maybe like 10 minutes? Something
less
like
than
that.
that. Like,
Yeah.
he
But my-
got unmasked like near the end of their fight.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, but my point with... I'm going to use two phones as an example. For the audio listeners, I'll do my best.
Yeah.
But for Mickey 17, like, let's say these are both Robert Pattinson, both these phones. They were like, bwomp, 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 bwomp.
I somehow
crossing
understand.
over each other, like, becoming one with another. Sinners, it would have been very easy to be Michael B. Jordan. Oh, I'm Michael B. Jordan, active. I'm a body double, shooting the shot, now we switch places. Easy peas, and that's what most of Sinners is. And my issue, I guess, okay, my critique, my one big critique for Superman is that didn't need to happen. Sorry, it didn't need to happen, because, okay, realistically, in terms of, again, production, the Mickey 17 body doubling, the Sinners body doubling, and the Superman body doubling probably were all shot around the same 6 months.
Yeah, kind of relatively similar.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about production for each and every one, like, Superman probably took the longest because it is a superhero movie, and they usually put a
So
lot of
expensive.
time
Yeah.
into
They're
it.
so expensive.
I mean, but Sinners and Sinners and
I did a
Mickey
Sinny.
Sinners and Mickey 17 were like a month apart, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god, they fucked... Yo,
yeah, because
2025
Mickey 17 was in
stacked.
April, and
Yeah.
Sinners was March.
Such a great year for movies so far.
Yeah.
And Final Destination Bloodlines.
There was no body
And that was
doubling.
May also.
Yeah. But, like, the way production works is, like, those directors, the three of them, someone on their production team or them themselves were probably in communication with one another, and they were all probably learning, at least the technical people in charge of these body doubling things were all probably in communication with one another on some level. Right? So my point is, why do we need to see the same man over and over again? I don't need to. If Ultraman was never unmasked, I would have been fine, because the idea that Superman was fighting himself was probably the weakest plot point to me.
So,
I think so too.
Get ready for... Because obviously we've been saying you're not used to, like, superhero movies as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, the whole...
Kind of like clone doppel.
Yeah, like the reason, like I wish I could give you a better reason than this for why there was a clone of Superman at the end, but the reason is because they're...
I think you could say it, because like, there's no guarantee they're going to work on it in the future.
No, but I think it's pretty, like,
Well, I know
pretty cut and
there's,
clear.
there's a happy Spider-Man and an evil Spider-Man.
Superman.
No, I know there's a
Well, yeah.
happy...
Don't say Venom is evil Spider-Man, please.
No, there's just the Spider-Man in the black suit.
Oh, symbiote Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Not evil, he's just angsty.
but
I know there's like a-
Bizarro. They're gonna turn him into
Bizarro
which
Superman.
is evil Superman. Like he's I'm gonna
He's a
show you,
monster-
he's really funny. Actually.
He's not evil Superman like Injustice, where it's Superman with big glowing red eyes and he's mind controlled by Brainiac. That's not what it's like. He's like a
You're gonna love him,
monstrosity.
actually.
He looks fucking sick.
Okay.
And he's like funny stupid too. Like
Sold.
I can't
remember
wait.
when Lex said like, "Oh, he's smarter and maybe even dumber than you." Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's possible, but
Yeah.
he's 100% gonna
How
be.
did you not mention crypto? There's nothing to say there, but crypto was awesome.
Because what do you say? Like, what can you say that hasn't already been said?
I'm surprised they
Adoption
went with
agencies going up like fucking 534%.
534%.
Yeah.
But my whole point with the body doubling is like, I get that it's a trope in superhero movies. I don't care. As an artist who grew up in like the Art Nouveau cinema art house blah 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 world,
Blah 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 blah. Don Pollo.
I see everything, I guess, like in terms of like, why do you do that? Like, I question every second of a movie with why. And it gets to, like, with most movies that are very good, it gets to a point where I don't have to be asking why anymore, and the movie takes it on for himself, right? I was not asking why at any point in Superman until Ultraman took off his mask and it was Superman, and I go, fucking come on! Like, it was just so, like, oh my god, like, the biggest thing I have, the biggest reason to have a body double is to show that, like, in Robert Pattinson, in Mickey 17, I would like to think that 17 and 18 were just a reflection of one person. And it was just a very trippy way to show one person's spectrum of emotions. In Sinners, Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan were a reflection of one person. Two sides of one person.
Yeah.
Superman and Ultraman is smart and stupid. He doesn't need to be there. I feel like they could have very easily alluded to, like, not unmasking Ultraman and just, like, alluding to the fact, like, Lex just kind of, like, giving into this, like, he is everything you are. But, like, whatever that line was, like, but smarter and stupider or whatever. Yeah. Like, I didn't need to see a secondary Superman on my screen to understand that he knew When Luthor was calling out the numbers, I was like, oh, he knows Superman's every move. It's probably him. Okay. You don't need to show
Ultraman doesn't know every move. He's just controlled by Lex, who knows every move.
Lex knows every move, but Ultraman is Superman, so then therefore, like,
he's just
can react to Superman like Superman. Like, he has the same strength as Superman, so, like, if Superman punches him, it's the same
as opposed to, like, Ultraman just being, like, some guy, and, like, Superman punches him once and he's a fucking red splatter on the wall.
My point is, stop giving me two of the same guy if it's not for some, like, cool, big, deep meaning that I have to, like, sit on for a while. I don't care if he's stupider. Just keep a fucking mask on him. I don't need to see his fucking stupid-ass mug another time.
All of that to say, there will be two of me on the next podcast episode.
Fuck yeah.
There's gonna be...
my last... Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, we're gonna have enhanced body double technology next up.
This isn't even a point to the movie. Just my last little bit of the episode, because I've been talking so much every day because my attention span has been, like, exploding. So I feel like every year, movies do this really cool thing where...
They come out.
Hold on, I have acid reflux. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like, all the... Like, you know every blockbuster that's going to come out. And then every year, there's going to be... The Substance. Every year, there's going to be... like a Mickey 17, a movie you didn't know.
The Lighthouse when it came.
The Lighthouse.
2019.
Incredible movies that you didn't know were going to come out.
Parasite. In 2020, too.
La La Land.
And I don't know what's going to come next year. So in terms of blockbusters, besides Dune Messiah, because as it stands, Dune is creeping its way up to being one of my favorite media franchises, I'm honestly... most excited for Supergirl.
Yeah.
If that was the start to the DCU and Gunn is, like, at the helm and everything, I'm all in on Supergirl.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Like, I'm sure Avengers Doomsday is going to be like a, you know, it's going to be...
we're going to go see it,
we're going to see it.
Because, like, come on.
We're going to see it. Like, obviously, that has, like, societal hype, but, like, personal hype, Supergirl, that's going to be fucking sick. Look out.
Do you think we're going to get another Mad Max?
No. Not next year.
Do you think we're ever gonna get another Mad Max?
George Miller might toss it to someone else. He might not. I don't know. We know he's watching, so we could ask him.
Yeah.
No! George Miller, don't toss it to someone else. You make another one. You sit your ass down and make another fucking Mad Max.
I'm mentally tapped out. What do you guys have to say?
I think if they ever do, like, bring Bizarro in and, like, actually, like, fucking give him, like, the purple suit and everything, I think his tagline should be "Look Down."
Oh my god. I don't even hate that.
Wait, that's sick as shit.
Just look up, look
That's
out,
cool.
look down.
That's sick.
I don't hate that. I don't hate
And then for
that.
quite a
crypto,
lot.
it's look for the ball. Or, no. Look, bone. You still gotta
No,
workshop
it's just
that. Look.
For crypto, just look. Crypto, look.
Look. No, you gotta workshop.
What's your final thought?
My final thought is I think
Final thought.
Mad Max Fury Road 2 should start with forget that Furiosa happened. Furiosa
prequel.
jumps down for you're right. Sorry.
The doy.
The doy. Furiosa drops down from the platform that they're raising her up on, and she just gets back in the war rig, and she drives off, and Mad Max like jumps over, and he like lands on the truck, and like Nux gets there with his like cutie little redhead babe, and then like they drive for another 2.5 hours, and I rate it 5 stars on Letterboxd, and I make it my whole personality. So, if anyone wants to get me on the next Mad Max project, like, let me know. If anyone wants to hire me for a job, let me know.
How did Anya Taylor-Joy turn into Charlize Theron?
Yeah.
She didn't. That's my biggest Furiosa critique. She didn't.
Have a great week, everyone.
She didn't.
Stay
Remember,
super.
everyone, look to the side.
Look to the side.
Because you never know when there's gonna be a car coming.
And look at my letterbox. CHELL3R0SE.
Look both ways, and that's when they do car super. Cars, not supercar. Good night. Car super.
I'm done. I'm quitting.
Spider-Man,
I'm quitting this project.
Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man can. Spider-Pig, Spider-Pig. What was that Family Guy bit? The Spider-Pig one?
Spider-Pig. That was a
Spider-Pig. Oh, it was Simpsons.
It was a Simpsons
I
movie.
hate this show and I'm leaving it forever.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Bye.